Hi, I'm Kendra. I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer, and I am going to demonstrate how it is that we're going to create our lighted wine bottles. Chalk Couture is a direct sales company. We sell high-end DIY home decor. We have all the transfers that are silkscreen adhesive reusable transfers in all kinds of sizes and designs. We also have chalk paste and chalk ink for your textiles, as well as tools and surfaces to create beautiful pieces of artwork. We're going to show you how to do that. Alright, so I'm going to show you what it is that you will all receive on July 29th, that Wednesday night at the winery, what's going to be in your packet and how we're going to decorate it. So first you'll have a wine bottle, either a clear one or a green one. These are from the winery that we have cleaned. You'll have a packet of crinkle paper, your cork bottle lights, LED lights, that do turn on. You'll have a piece of twine to tie around the neck. Those are the decorative pieces. Now the Chalk Couture stuff. So one squeegee. This is what we're going to use to apply the paste. This is a multi-tool, so it gets in some of the smaller pieces. This is one tool that we will actually share and not have individually. And then stir sticks of two different kinds. Bamboo skewer, this is to use with the crinkle paper to stuff in your bottle. Alright, a towel of some sort and some paper towels. Then we'll get into our transfers. So our transfers come in many sizes. This is what we call an A size transfer. It is a 5x7. They fit fab wine bottles. We also have B size transfers, which are about 8.5 by 11. Many of them fit on our wine bottles, but not all. And here's some I'm going to use today. We also have larger transfers. This is a 12 by 18. It's called a C size transfer. Normally they don't fit on wine bottles, but I can use pieces of this on the wine bottle. So I could make a Grill Master wine bottle by using the grill in different pieces. So that's what I wanted to show you, how we can use different pieces of different transfers to fit on our bottle. I'm going to set this one aside. I do plan on sending you all an email with the transfers that you can pick from so that we can do that prior to our get-together. Okay, so I'm going to start with this letter K for Kendra. Alright, so I do have monogram letters of the entire alphabet except the letter X. So you can have your choice of which one you want to use. These are our backers, and they normally have writing on the back. Okay, so you want to set that aside and hold on to it. Now, our transfers are adhesive, so they're sticky on them, but they are too sticky to put on a glass bottle. So what we're going to do is something called fuzzing. So you're going to take your towel and you're going to press your transfer into your towel. And yes, it is picking up that lint, which is what we want. It gentles the adhesive so that the transfer does not stick too much to the wine bottle and we can still peel it off. And you're going to want to do this several times, especially if your transfer is very sticky. Alright, so now I prefer to work with my bottle laying down. I've heard that others prefer to work with it standing up. That's your preference. All I'm going to do is place this on my bottle exactly where I want it. Now I'm going to take my paste color. These are our pastes. They are a 3-ounce jar of a special formulated paste that we have. I have over 50 different colors that you'll be able to choose from that day, and I will bring them with me and we'll go from there. This paste is a little on the lumpy side, and a few of mine are. When I get out a different paste, I'll show you what they really should be like. And so I'm just going to put some on my squeegee and smear it across this screened area. You don't need a lot, but you do need some in order to fill in all that space. Then I can go over it and scrape off anything extra that is not there. All this extra paste then goes back in the jar to be used for someone else for another project. I got a lump right there too I'm going to put back in. We're going to do our best to keep our jars closed, especially since we are outside. so that we don't have foreign objects, bugs, anything else in them. And dry out. Paste dries quickly, so we're going to need to peel this transfer as quickly as we can. And just like that, there you have your design. Just a letter K is a little too simple, so I'm going to do some other things with it first. This transfer here, since it can be washed and reused, I'm going to ask you to put it back on the backer. Line it up the best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, and we'll have a box to collect those in at every table. All right, so now you want your paste to be dry before you go over to the next side. So this would be a perfect time to go and grab a glass of wine. Those had some time to sit and dry. You want to look at it. It should not, the paste will not shine. It is a matte finish. That's M-A-T-T-E. So there's no gloss to it. You run your finger over it and it's fine. We're going to go to the back side then, because on the back side I want to put several things here. So here's a B-size transfer, but I don't want all of the pieces. I only want one little bird. So I'm just going to take this one bird piece here, and all the pieces are already pre-cut. And again, I'm going to fuzz my transfer. Hold that piece to the side. And as you can see, it's not as sticky, so I probably don't need to fuzz it as much. And then I'm going to put the bird where I want it to go. Our squeegee. After you're done with one color, you're going to wipe it off so that you can use it for a different color and not mix the colors. Alright, so there's a clean squeegee. This is papaya paste. Every paste has a unique name color, and to find the name color, they are here on the bottom. So this is papaya. And as you can see, it is a nice creamy texture. This is what we really want paste to be at. And if it is not, we have distilled water at every table so that you can add a spritz of water to your paste to help smooth it out. I'm going to wipe off my stir stick also so that I could use that again with a different color. Alright, so again, squeegee, and you want to make sure you are using the angled end, not the square end, and just a bit of paste. You want an ample amount, but not too much. And I am just wiping it over that screened area, applying a little bit of pressure, and then scraping off anything extra. This extra paste I can swipe back into the jar. I'm going to wipe off my squeegee, close up my paste, and peel my transfer. Be careful not to roll your bottle onto your towel. That wet paste will come off. This dirty transfer then we are going to put back onto the backer the best that you can. And again, add that to our box. Okay? So while that's drying, I would just want to be careful and not touch it, but I can add something else to the top. So I want to add a heart here. So again, you do not need to use the entire transfer, but just maybe one or two pieces. And we will share these around. So if you want one heart and somebody else wants a different heart, we can use those, and that's fine. Okay, so then I'm going to take, this is poppy paste, nice little red, and it's a good creamy color, and again, same thing, just swipe it on. Any of that extra paste goes back in the jar. Close the lid and peel your transfer. You want to try and peel it straight up, end to end, not corner to corner, because they will stretch and curl if you're not careful. Okay, so the used transfer goes back on the backer and added to our dirty box. The other piece that I wanted to show you was how to layer a piece. So, I have butterflies here. Many of our transfers have markings like this, A1, A2, and so I'm going to use this 2-piece butterfly to do this. So I'm going to start with A1 here. Again, fuzz my transfer to make sure it's not too sticky. As my bird and heart are still drying, I don't want to go over top of them because the paste will come off. So I'm going to lay my bird down, the base of my butterfly down. See, there's something there. I want to get that out. And make sure we don't have no air bubbles underneath it. Air bubbles will cause problems. Okay? So there's the first piece of my butterfly. This is my daffodil paste. And again, this one's a little on the lumpy side. And I got plenty of paste on there. And I'm just lightly pressing and taking that over the silk screen area and covering all the holes. There are also these things called registration marks. I'm going to cover those also with my paste, and I'll show you what we do with that. We do have ways to fix most mistakes. Okay, so wipe off my squeegee, close my paste, peel my transfer, and put the transfer back on the backer and add it to the dirty box. All right, so before we do the next step, you want this step dry. So again, if you need to refill your glass, now our yellow butterfly is dry. I think our bird is pretty well dry also. So we're going to take our second layer here and peel it off the backer. Oh, hold on to that. Now, this also has the registration marks. So we're going to do our best to line these marks up with the marks that are on our bottle. Sometimes it works best to just eyeball it in as well. Okay. So this is called grape soda. And so again, I'm just going to go lightly over top all that silk screened area. Make sure that I'm scraping off anything extra. Goes back in the jar. Keeping the transfer with a lot of without extra paste will really help in cleaning when we are all done. Okay, jar is closed. Wipe off my squeegee and peel my transfer. All right. So some of my paste came up with my transfer. And at that point you decide, do I like it as it is or do I need to change it? And if you run into problems, please see one of my friends and we'll find a way to help you out. Little things like this, it had a little drip. I can easily use my nail or a toothpick and take off those things. The registration marks, easily just wipe right off if we don't need them. Okay? I probably needed also to fuzz my transfer a little bit more and maybe even dry my yellow more before I put the purple on. But there are ways to fix things like this because our paste is washable. So I could theoretically take all the butterfly off and start over again and do it that way. Okay? So there's your wine bottle. All right, next, I'm going to show you how the paper goes in. You can use as much or as little as you want. We have several colors to choose from, including just white. And I just stuff my bottle. And that's what your skewer is for, to help you stuff your bottle. Once you get where you like your bottle, ouch, you can also add your lights to it and put those in, unwrap them and add those in to how you like it. And then you have twine that you can wrap around the neck. And I will finish this up and show you my finished project. Please, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. My assistants are all wearing the Chalk Couture marked face masks. So unwind that. And we have some hot glue guns to share. And that's how that works. All right. Thank you again for watching, and I'm looking forward to sharing this all with you. See you soon.